All right, greetings, and welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I'm Omar Stennett. This is a late night one, but we had to do this. Pioneer is going to be joining me as we preview the Brussels Diamond League. I know earlier today you'd have seen the video that he did covering just the 200 meters, but we're going to go over that event and a few other events tonight so you can have it tomorrow to listen to, go through it as you prepare to watch the meet on Friday. But before we get into all of that, let me just introduce you to our channel so you can know what we are about.
I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know the game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, they'll come over here so. For the day done, you a go love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Yo, watch about dog, SK New Erdis, the body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Orchard Race, Galtigo Bay, everywhere. I Am Sure Sports, check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like, ha. Yeah, someone on for the food from we young, from we there, you need height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.
Yes. All right. Welcome, Pioneer. Good evening. No, it's late in the night. No,
blessings, morning. And blessings to the viewers.
Yeah, man.
I am sure sports.
Yeah, man. People, this is Pioneer. You know him today. He is celebrating a major victory today. He was a part of a debate on radio and on a program that is called the Sports Desk, and he won. People are saying it's a technical knockout, but there was nothing technical about it. It was a straight knockout, not a TKO, but just a KO. So big up Pioneer, your victory today. Well done. So he was speaking about track and field as usual. Something that he's very versed in. So yeah, man. White Pioneer, talk to the people. We're going to begin today. What we're going to talk about?
Van Dam Diamond League in Brussels. It's one of the more popular diamond leagues annually. A lot of the big athletes always look forward to this diamond league. From back in the times of Usain Bolt, Johan Blake. Johan Blake actually ran his 19.26 at this meet in Brussels some years ago. I think that was 2011, after he had won the World Championships. So Brussels Diamond League is always one of those leagues, those diamond leagues that people look forward to. Brussels is also one of those favorite tracks that a lot of athletes like to perform on. So come this Friday, the 3rd of September, Brussels Diamond League is on again. And a very good program. Looking forward to some really exciting performances. And it also marks the return of Shakari, as she instructed a reporter today. Her name is Shakari Richardson. Returns after a humiliating loss in the Eugene Diamond League. She returns to the Diamond League circuit. This time she'll be running over 200 meters. We'll be looking at that race later. But we're gonna start the program by looking at the 400 meter for men. We are seeing Christopher Taylor, the Jamaican Chris Taylor, who was an Olympic finalist in Tokyo. He ran a personal best in that final of 44.79. We'll be seeing him making his first appearance tonight. I'm saying that on this Diamond League. I'm saying tonight. In Brussels, we'll be seeing him
on
for the first
Friday.
time on Friday. He's up against.
You want us to bring up the starting list, or
Sure.
you have it in front of you? So let's bring up the
I
starting list.
have it in front. I have it in front of me, but for the sake of the viewers, you could bring it up.
All right. So let's see if we can get the starting list. Big up Coach Minzy and Ellsworth.
I think Coach Minzy need to join us on this one.
Yeah. I tried to see if I can get him to join. I thought he was on a stream on his channel. But let's see if Coach Minzy can join us and sing. Yeah. All right. So. All right, Pioneer.
A decent field. So
the 400 meters men.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So go ahead, Pioneer. You have
a really good field. Olympic medalist Sharika Jackson, who has had a really good season, I must say. Has run under 43 seconds this season, 43.88 at the Olympics to win a bronze medal. Decent showing by him. He'll be a part of this field. We also have the Trinidadian Dean Lendor, who has had himself also a decent season. Michael Cherry of the United States is also in this field. And we have one of the Barley brothers, Kevin Barley. Hadn't have the best of season. I think he was injured at the early part of the season. This is in Belgium. He's a Belgian athlete. Always a fixture on this Diamond League. And we have the Jamaican youngster, Christopher Taylor. All right, I said this is a decent lineup. I'm interested to see what form Chris Taylor is in now. Want to see how he finishes his season. And that should tell us something about what we can expect from him come 2022. The last interview I heard from him after the Olympics, I took heart with that interview. It was inspiring to hear him speak of what him making the Olympic final has done for his confidence and what it meant for him in terms of the work he will be putting in going forward. So I'm interested to see how he will stack up against his field. I'm expecting him to have a good performance. But I think Sharika Jackson, when I look at the field, Sharika Jackson is a little out of class. You see, one of the things about Diamond League meets tournaments is that
you don't know what.
It's one-off races, and then after the major championships, you have little or no idea what athletes do after the championship. Some people go off and have a bit of a celebration, which means they sometimes turn up for their next event out of shape. Or some person leave the major championship and go straight back to the training field and turn up in good condition. So these races will tell us a lot about the shape that these athletes are in. I'm expecting a good showing from Sharika Jackson. Michael Cherry ran well at the Prefontaine Classics. Last time we saw him, I think he won the last time we saw him, showing us he won the last Diamond League meeting he was a part of. So I think that was Paris. Was it Paris or Lausanne? I don't remember which one of those meets, but he won one of the Diamond League meets subsequent to Eugene. So I'm expecting a good showing from him also. Chris Taylor, I think, should represent himself well. And Lendor of Trinidad is always a good performer on the circuit. The youngster, Benovicia from the Netherlands have had himself a real good season. Has run under 45 seconds quite a few times this season. So this is a very good field. And we should expect.
And one of the Borley brothers is also in it.
Yeah, he hasn't been having his best season though. I get the feeling he has been included in this field because the meet is in Belgium. We also have Jonathan Sakor from Belgium also, and Alexander Doom. A couple of, I think two of these guys ran on the mixed relay team for Belgium. So good field.
Okay.
Interested to see what Chris Taylor will bring to this event. Come
All
tomorrow.
right. All right. I
Come
see. I
come
see.
come
I
Friday.
see. I see. The Ellsworth asking what time is it? 200 meters. Um.
We'll give that
Yeah. Before we close, because
before the end of the
it's
season.
yeah. All right.
Um,
So that's the 400. That's the 400 meters. If
400 meters for men.
yeah, if you know me, you know who I'm going with, and I'm going with Kirani James.
Not a bad choice at all,
You
man.
know.
Kerani James is a big time performer. So
Yeah, and Michael Cherry second,
all right.
and
Not a bad.
I'm giving Chris Taylor third. I think he ran well. I don't think this Trinidadian guy wasn't in the finals at the Olympics.
Lendor.
He made it. He never made the
No,
finals.
no, he didn't make the final.
Right. So Chris Taylor made the final. I have to give him third place. So I go. That's my 1, 2, 3. Kirani James, Michael Cherry, Chris Taylor.
All right. Next, you want to look at the
What are
400.
your picks?
I'm going along with you. I'm going along with you, man. I'm going along
Yeah,
with you.
I think Chris Taylor is coming. I think
I
he's
probably
coming into his own, and I think the time between this his last race and this race would have given him some recovery time
mhm.
and some training hours. I think Bloomfield has now joined what they call a tumblebee,
tumbleweed
tum,
camp. Yeah,
tumbleweed camp. So I
yeah.
think that kind of added edge is going to kind of propel him along the way, kind of a thing. So I think he's going to perform well. So I'll give him third.
All right. As I said, we're not sure about what the athletes have done subsequent to them leaving the Olympic Games. So a lot will depend on that, you know.
Yeah.
Next, I want to look at the 400-meter hurdles for men.
400-meter hurdles summit. That's the
Yeah,
second to last event.
on,
On
on, on the schedule. Yeah,
on the schedule. I think it is. Good field.
very
We
good
see
field.
there.
I
Yeah, we
don't
got
know what happened. We were earlier. I had seen Superman Carson Warholm on the in the start list. I'm look and the current start list doesn't have him on it. I don't know what has happened. I haven't seen
no.
any
I'm not
reports. I
see.
don't know.
I see Angela Ramsey, Yasmani Copello,
Fellow, yeah, the
Alison
son,
Dos Santos, Jail
that
Hyde is on
height,
it.
yeah,
Rasmus Maggie,
Maggie, yeah,
Chris McAllister,
yeah,
Kyron McMaster,
yeah,
and Constantine Priest, the German. I
right,
think,
yeah, man.
yeah.
As I said, I don't know what's happening with Warholm. I don't. As soon as I get out the stream, I'll have to investigate what has
The
happened.
400 meters that he ran, mash him up, man.
Um, as I said, you see, man, it's post championship athletes engage in different activities. You know, after having such a successful season, who could blame him for going off for a little celebration if he did that? A few drinks and some partying with some friends, you know, and that might just be enough to throw off your season a little bit or put you out of shape, not totally out of shape, but not in the pristine shape that you would have been in going into a major championship. So I don't know what has happened with Warholm. As I say, I will investigate that as soon as we leave the stream. But this field is an impressive field, even without Warholm. Capello, we have a couple of finalists from the Olympic. Kyron McMaster, Capello, the Santos. Very good field. Jahil Hyde
Jail
will be
made the
seeking
semifinals and fell.
made the semifinals. Yeah, made the semifinals. I was just about to say he would be seeking some redemption from hitting those hurdles, being in a very strong position in the semifinal, hitting the hurdles and failing to qualify. He might be seeking a bit of redemption here. I think he can I think he can do something in this field. McMaster, Capello, and the Santos are clearly in a class a little bit above height. But as again, I'll say we don't know what he did post Olympics. If he was in Europe and training, then I'm seeing Coach Minzy saying he will run sub 48. Would
That's
love to see
Jail.
that.
That's
Yeah,
Jail Hyde.
we would love to see Hyde going sub 48. I think that would set him up well for next season. I think he would take hard from that. That would encourage him, to go into the off season, put in some work, and come next season we'll be looking for rub shoulder with the big boys and things. So good feel. If I were to go for choices, I'm gonna go for Dos Santos over
Yeah.
McMaster. Maggie's a big time performer. You can't count on Maggie. I'm wanting to give
What about
Jail
Capello?
Hyde.
I'll
Come on.
go Capello third and Jail Hyde fourth. But if Coach
Um,
Minz is saying he's going to go sub 47, if he does
he's
that,
going
he's
sub
coming in third.
47. If he's
No,
no,
well,
well, if
sub
he's
48, he says. Sub
if he's going
48.
sub 48, then you could probably spring a surprise and win. I don't know, but
I don't think so. I think
Dos Santos. I think I listen to Dos Santos is is a little class above.
yeah,
But I wouldn't say that class above the field, but he's a big time
yeah.
performer. I'm
I
picking
think
him to win.
Santos is going to win,
I'm
and then
picking
I'll go in McMaster, and then
Karen
I'll go
McMaster for
Capello.
me. And then if Jahil Hyde goes sub 40, 48, let me put it this way. If Jahil Hyde runs a PB, so if he even goes 48, 10, he's gonna be amongst the top three. All right, and that would set him up well, as I said, for next season. But for me, it's the Santos from McMaster, from Capello, Jahil Hyde and Maggie battling for
Pass it
fourth.
out for fourth and fifth.
That's how I see that.
I don't know. I don't
But
know if it is. I don't know if it
Coach
is great
Hyde,
minds. I don't know if it is
Coach
great
Hyde,
minds think alike, pioneer or fool seldom differ.
oh, yeah.
But we have
Well, let's
agreed
see.
so far.
Well, Coach means you seem to have gotten a note from Brussels. So, Coach, if you give it a 4-1-1, my brethren, welcome that. And we would love to see, I personally would love to see Jahil Hyde breaking that 48 barrier. I think this young man, if he stays true to the game and stays committed, he has a chance of being a special one in the event. It's a very competitive event. The standard has been set on a next level by Warholm and Rai Benjamin. But I think Jahil Hyde has a chance. He could probably be looking to break the Jamaican record next year if he stays committed and stick to his guns. So it would definitely be a good thing to see him going sub 48 in this one. The next event we want to look at, Manning, is the men's 100 meters.
The men's 100 meter. All right, so we're going to look at the men's 100 meter and see who is in there from Jamaica.
Again, another decent field.
Well, no Jamaican in this one, but we're still going to preview it, people.
Yeah,
because
man, it's a good field.
Yeah,
it's 100 meters, so say we have to look at the sprint event.
It's coming from Coach Minzy. He said he was going to run it when he fell. I was going to say that, Coach Minzy. I think in the Olympics when he fell, he'd have broken. He was going to break 48. That is true. I agree with that 100%.
But when I looked at him coming off that curve, something tell me that with the effort that he gave for the first 300 meters, he had little or nothing left in his leg. It was almost like given that he was gonna hit a hurdle coming down the home stretch, because he gave. I could almost argue that he gave everything that he had in those first 300 meters. So, to be honest, that it didn't surprise me
that he fell.
That he actually hit that hurdle. So I think he went out. I think his body, I think he took his body to a place where he hadn't gone before. I'm hoping that he probably looked at that race and have been doing some work after the Olympics, and we might see the manifestation of that work in this meet in Brussels.
All right, so see the start list there. For those of you who can't see it, let me just, and then I'll allow Pioneer to speak on it. We have Trayvon Bramell, Rowan Browning,
Browning, yeah.
Arthur Cisse,
Mm-hmm.
Mohamedou Fall,
So, yeah.
Fred Curley, Michael Norman, Ferdinand, um, Umura,
He's
and
the Kenyan
yeah,
sub
and
986 runner.
Sembidi. There you go.
Another decent field man. I must say I like what Fred Curley has been doing in the sprints. I saw him win the 200 meters in Paris, where he defeated Kenny Bennery. I can't tell you how impressed I am with Fred Curley this season. I heard the man say in an interview that he has not trained for the 100 or the 200 this season. And for a man to have not trained for the 100 or 200 and be running times of 984 and 19.79 is mightily impressive. I cannot pick against Fred Curley here. Fred Curley is having a wonderful season, and I think he'll continue. I think he has a point to prove. I think he's seeing himself as one of the elite athletes in track and field these days. He has entered into rarefied air. For a man to be running, to have gone sub 44, 43 march in the 400, to have gone sub 10, 9.84 in the 100, and sub 20, 19.79 in the 200 meter means he's in some rarefied company. There's a ranking that is done, an overall ranking of athletes who have achieved this feat. Sub 10, sub 20, and some persons have set the bar at sub 45, and some persons have gone to sub 44. I think only Wade Van Niekerk ranks with Fred Curley right now. I'm expecting his great season to continue. I'm interested to see what Trayvon Bramell brings to this meet. He has struggled outside of the US this year. I think he has had probably one good race outside of the US. So we want to see what he brings to the Diamond League. I think he's trying to make the Diamond League final next in Zurich. He has a couple of points, and I think he's trying to. He will want a good finish here, maybe in the top 3. So he'll get those points so he can make the Diamond League final in Zurich. He has been up and down this season. He has been greatly inconsistent. So I won't even make a prediction where Trayvon Bramell is concerned. Another man who has disappointed me this year and has.
Craig, Coach Mills is saying that he had to do speed work though. It's much easier to step down than to step up. Speaking of Fred Curley, and then he said the base was always there through the 400 meter background.
But I think what I'm speaking of, Coach, is that he hasn't specifically trained for the 100, and I understand what you're saying. But imagine what he'll be able to do next year, Coach, when he starts training for the 100 meters specifically. Fred Curley is gonna do some wonderful things in the sport. The standard at the men's 100 meter has kind of fallen off. Post Usain Bolt. Christian Coleman was the man who was bringing the flag. He's out on suspension. He's expected back next season. I think when he gets back, he will come and see people like Fred Curley, who will be battling him for, the title of ruling the roost next season. I am seeing Fred Curley going 9.7s next season, and I think he'll be one of those contending for the title of fastest man in the world when next season come around. Rowan Browning from Australia has had a good season. He was in the semi-finals at the 100 meter at the Olympics. 10:01, his personal best he has run this year. Not a bad time. Australian sprinting is not one that is, noted in the world. It's good to see a sprinter from Australia coming out and, mixing it up with the big boys, so to speak. Akini Sembini has been disappointing for me this year. I had expected great things from Sembini this season. He has flattered to deceive, I'd say, after a disappointing showing at the Olympics. When he came back into the Eugene Diamond League, I actually picked him to win that. I was thinking that he had a bit of revenge on his mind. He finished down the track. I think it was 4th or 5th. That was disappointing. Let's see how he finishes his season. Have run a personal best this season of 9:84. Actually, shares best times with Fred Curley in this field. So I'm interested to see what Simbini will bring to this 100 meters. Michael Norman continues to follow the Fred Curley part. I'm gonna label it that in coming down from the 400 meters. So I want to see what Michael Norman. I don't know if this is something just for this season or if this is something that I don't know if it's a specific strategy that he's employing. He's employing. I don't know if this is a move that he will be making next season. Norman is a sprinter of note. He did it. He has done it in the past. He has a good PR in the 100. He has a good PR in the 400 also, in the 200 also. So this is the second 100 meter we are seeing him run consecutively. He ran the 100 in Eugene and he's running it here again. So I'm interested to see if this is, a strategy or if it's a move that he's actually making to come down from the 400 meter to the 100 meter.
Okay. All right. Listen, I don't like surprise. I know Fred Curley has been doing well. He has gotten the best of Trayvon Bromell a couple of times, but I am
Yeah.
going with Bromell for the upset. I think he's
They're going with Bromell for the upset.
Yeah, he's
All right.
going to beat Fred Curley into second.
I am going with Fred Curley. As I said, I won't even make a prediction on Bromell because Bromell has been somewhat
up and
down this season.
Yeah, inconsistent.
And as I said, his races outside of America has been somewhat underwhelming this year. So I don't know what to make of Bromell in this race. I am picking Curley to win it. I would dare to say I am going with I think Michael Norman wants to prove a point. I'll go with Norman to run second. And look at this now. We have overlooked a man who has run. And let me apologize to the Kenyan. We are overlooking a man who has run 9.86 in his last race. And that's the Kenyan Ferdinand Amora. African sprinting is evolving. All right, they are coming to the party. The Africans are here. They are no joke. They are coming in. They are here to stay. I'm gonna revise my prediction. I'm going with Curly to win. I'm going with Amora to be second. Michael Norman and Akeem Sembini will battle for fourth. And as I said, the verdict is still out on Trayvon Bromell. Let's see what he does.
All right, so I am going Trayvon Bromell. And then I'm going to go Fred Curley. I'm going to go Sembi, and then Sembini. Akini Sembini. That's how I'm going to go. I don't know. I think sometimes these guys don't adjust when they step down from the 400. I don't think the Kenyan has enough races under his belt. That's how I see it. So I don't see him getting the better of Sembini. I don't see him getting the better of Bromell. I think Bromell, like Bromell, I keep saying it, that some of these athletes, they are one bad race, one good race, and I think this is his good race. This
As
is
I
his good
said,
race.
for me, he has been inconsistent outside of America. He has had, as a matter of fact, he has been disappointing outside of America. He has had one good race
Yeah.
outside of America. He came to Europe, he had a bad race, and then he had a good race, and since that, it has been mostly downhill for him. So I am not, I wouldn't pick Rommel to be in the reckoning this time around.
All right. Well,
The
let's
next
see.
race,
Yeah.
all right.
Let's see. This is the
The
first
next race
time
I want to
we
look at.
disagreed. I
Go ahead.
think Coach Minzy, um, he hasn't made a pick for the 100, except that he has. Well, I think he picked Curly to win, but then he said the Kenyan is bad. So I suspect he may be saying the Kenyan coming second. I'm not sure. I am sure he's not sure what Coach Minzy said. So when I find
Uh,
out, I'll let you know.
all
Yeah,
right.
man.
The next race I want to look at is the 100-meter hurdles for women.
All right, so the 100 meters hurdles for women. I know the last Diamond League, Daniel Williams returned to form.
Having a great late season, making a good push at the end of the season. I don't even notice, morning. Megan
Yeah.
Tapper ran a PB in the Olympics to win a bronze medal, 12:53. In the last race, she was defeated by Daniel Williams, who ran 12:50, which is a season's best. Daniel Williams is showing some great late season form. I am picking her to win this one again. A
Yeah, because
decent field. Go ahead.
yeah, coach me to say my girl answer win.
And since Daniel Williams, right, coach?
yeah, I think it's Daniel Williams they call odds. I
All
think
right,
so.
so coach says she's going sub 12:50. All right,
Yeah.
I wouldn't pick against Daniel Williams. I think what I kind of know of Daniel Williams. I don't know her personally. Just observing her from a distance as a track and field fan. I think when her back is put to the wall, or when she's a little bit on the downside, she
When she's
tends to rise
counted
to the
out,
occasion.
when she's counted out, man,
When
she always,
here
yeah.
you go. And I would say when her back is to the wall, or when she's a little off the pace and down and out somewhat,
But
she
you know what
rises to
I've
the
always
occasion.
believed. You know what I've always believed, Pioneer, and to the other persons, watching and thing, is that if both of them are in the same race and run their best race, Daniel Williams is going to win all the time.
Yeah, man.
Like I think for Megan Topper to beat Daniel Williams have to make a mistake. If they run the
Under
best races at any given time, Daniel Williams win all the time. That's how I see it. But Megan
Mhm.
Topper will capitalize on any mistake that you make.
Daniel Williams is clearly the better 100-meter hurdler. Her personal best tells it. She has run 12:32. That's few persons have gone there. Um, Megan Tapper, in spite of being in the event for a while, has not broken 12:50. So 12:53 is her PB. Daniel Williams has shown that she is the better 100-meter hurdler. What Megan has shown though is that she's consistent, she's persistent, and she's a warrior. So when she's another one, when she's actually counted out, when little is expected of her, she rise to the occasion and give a big performance. I'm expecting the two Jamaicans to battle for this one, along with Nadine Visser from the Netherlands. Since December, showed some great pre-Olympic form. She she's one of those inconsistent hurdlers also. She's up and down most of the time. I saw a Musan of Nigeria.
So we seem to have lost pioneers here for a little. So you see the start list. Um, so let me give you the start list for the women 100 meter. Toby Amusan from Nigeria, her personal best, well, is 12.48. Then you have Gabriel Cunningham, the American, with a personal best of 12.53. Cindy Sember from Great Britain, her personal best is 12.53. You have Megan Tapper, whose personal best is and season best is 12.53. Then you have Noor Witt, the Belgian, personal best 13.17. Nadine Visser from the Netherlands with a personal best of 12.58. Danielle Williams, she comes in with the best personal best, and her season best is the best of them all, which is her personal best is 12.32 and her season best is 12.50. And then you have Annie Zagri of Belgium with a season best of 12.78 and a personal best of 12.71. And so, yeah, that's the start list for the women women's 100 meters hurdles in Brussels tomorrow. I agree with Pioneer and Coach Minzy that Daniel Williams will take this. I believe I'm going with Megan Tapper uh, for second place. I think Megan Tapper will easily be second. I think the race will be between um, Megan and Daniel. And then I'm going to go with Gabriel Cunningham of the United States for third. So that's my pick. So that's Daniel Williams, Megan Tapper, and Gabriel Cunningham of the United States. So we have back Pioneer
All right.
here on the chat.
All right. I'm going with Sin December. They get second, and Megan Tapper for third. So Daniel Williams to win. Nadine Visser of the Netherlands. She has been a consistent performer. She has been there about our season. So I'm picking not Daniel Williams to win, Nadine Visser to be second, and Megan Tapper for third. Sin December will be there about. That's as I was saying before the stream got disrupted. She has had a decent season. She has had a decent season. She had a good pre-Olympic schedule going on. She fell off a little and has been back. I've seen her running a couple of minor meets in Europe and has done well. But Daniel Williams, for me, is having a late surge in the season, and I'm expecting her to win this one rather convincingly. Coach Minzy seems to think that she's in the form to go below 1250. That would be good to see. I still think she has a lot to offer in this event. Come next year, World Championships in Eugene. I'm looking for her. I hope she gets motivated in the off season. I hope the disappointment of this season will carry her into the off season and affect her training, and I will see her coming up good in 2022.
Yeah.
The next event, go ahead, man.
No, what I'll say is that she has to be very, because I find that she's one of those athletes that are prone to hit hurdles, and so she have to watch that. I think she oftentimes goes so fast that she hit hurdles. I think, like I said, at her best, I think she is one of her best hurdler, and then I like Akira Nugent. So I'm just speaking about going forward, Akira Nugent, and then the other one who was in the final at the Olympics as well.
Brittany Anderson.
So Brittany Anderson, Daniel, Megan Tapper, you have Yannick, as well, and I think
And he
Akira
comes.
Nugent is coming through. So we have
Yeah,
a
man,
good
we have a very good crop of 100-meter hurdles.
hurdles on the fit.
Hurdles,
Yeah.
women.
All right. So the next event we want to look at is the
800 meters.
800 meters for women.
800 meters for women.
All right. All right. So we have one Jamaican in this. Good field. So yeah, we have. Let me give
Very
you the
good.
name. Let me give you the names, and then we have Alimu. Well, Habitam Alimu of Ethiopia. Her season best is 1.57.56.
157, 56, yeah.
Yeah, you have the Cuban Rosemary Almanza.
Almanza.
Her personal best is 156.28.
Run
Then you
this year also.
have this year. This is her season best. That's her personal best and season best.
Season best and personal best. She ran that
Right.
this year.
Natalia Gould, her season best is 156 as well, 0.44 though her personal best is 156.15. You have the American Kate Grace, whose personal best is and season best are the same. She did her season best, her personal best this season, which is 157.20. Then you have Keely Hugginson.
Hugginson, yeah.
Yeah.
Olympic silver medalist.
She's
Olympic silver
Olympic
medalist.
silver of Great Britain. She comes in with the best personal best and season best, which is 155.88. Then you have Mary Moore, the Kenyan, 159.25 personal best, season best. Then you have the Ugandan, Halima Nakai, 158.03 personal best and season best. And then you have the other Great Britain athlete who is Gemma Reiki, 156.90 personal best and season best. And then you have the Noeli of Benin, Yarigo of Benin, season best 2 minutes 11, and then personal best of 159.12. Pioneer, go ahead and tell us about.
I'm interested to see how Natalia Gould will want to finish her season. She, after the disappointment of finishing down the track in the Olympics, basically.
And she won poorly in her last Diamond League.
Yeah, well, she ran well. She ran well in the last Diamond League.
Really?
She was third. She got third in the last Diamond League, didn't she?
Oh, with
she got third. She got third in Eugene, and she got third. Was it in Paris or Lausanne? She got third in the last Diamond League. I saw her.
Right. Okay.
All right. I'm interested to see how she'll finish her season. Almanza from Cuba was the farm athlete before the Olympics. She fell off, but didn't make the Olympic finals. I don't know what form she's in since the Olympics. Gould, the race should be between Gould and Keely Hutchinson. Keely Hutchinson is 19 years old, like I think more. There are persons who said they are the future of the event.
Unless the suspended athletes don't come back and do the 800.
Well, all right. All right. At 9, look at this money. At 19, both Keely Hutchinson and I think more are running 155. The suspended athletes like the Nayon Saba, the Casta Semenyas, and the one boy from Kenya, they were actually running these times, 155 and 156 were the times they were running and dominating. The standard event this season has been on the increase. I've had several athletes running 155 and 156. All right, so it's gonna be very interesting if these athletes come back to join the fray. I can only see Hodgkinson and Attingmore getting better. They're 19-year-old athletes still developing. Sky's the limit. I think that next year, if for example Casta Semenya, we see Nayan Saba running 3,000s and 5,000s, I haven't seen one boy for a while. It'll be interested if they were to come back and join these ladies. The standard of the event definitely would be, you know, going up, and the times would be going down. We will be seeing regular 154s and 153s be running. The world record would definitely be under threat. All right, but for this event in Brussels, I am going with Hodgkinson,
Definitely.
obviously. Um, Jamariki is she likes the Diamond League circuit. She has beaten Natalia Gould twice this season, once in the Olympics and once on the Diamond League circuit. Kate Grace is another athlete who from the US. She has done well on the circuit every time I've seen her. I'm picking Keely Hodgkinson to win, Gemma Reekie to be second, and Natalia Gould should be battling for second or third with Gemma Reekie and Kate Grace.
All right. So
Almanza, as I said, I haven't seen her post Olympics. She was the farm athlete going into the Olympics, fell off. So I'm not sure of the condition season. So I
I,
wouldn't put her in the reckoning at this time.
I am going to pick her for second. I'm going with Hodgkinson for first and Gould for third.
You're picking
So
Almanza to be second.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
All right, and then I'm going to go Gould in third place, and the farm
I think you
athlete.
leave. I think you leave out Gemma Reekie at your own peril.
Well,
She
yeah, I'm
she's
putting
run
her.
for the Diamond League circuit.
Yeah, but I mean, what's her name? Rosemary did 156.28. Almanza.
Very early in the
Very
season,
early in the season, yeah, and I think she
and
had
has
some niggles
fallen off
going.
subsequent to that.
She had a little bit of niggle, and I mean, I think she must have recovered by now. And at her best, she Gemma Reekie not going to beat her. So that's how I'm going.
All right, all
That's my
right.
one, two, three.
It's on record, sir. So we'll see when Friday
Here
comes
you
around.
go, sir.
And then we have left the best for last. The big one,
Yes,
the highly anticipated women's 200 meters.
yes.
Um, I'm billing this one as the return after the return. All right, because after the much anticipated return of Shaka Richardson to the track in Eugene and that vast letdown and disappointment of running ninth in the 100 meter, she gets the opportunity of making another return, this time in the over 200 meters, with I would say a less packed field. However, a good field, I will say, in a way. We have a couple athletes of great repute here. We have our very own Sharika Jackson, who I think will be wanting to prove something in this meet. I'm looking at the race here. I'm not sure that these are the actual lane draws we are seeing here. I doubt it. Because I couldn't see Dina Asha Smith running out of lane one. I'm very
No, it's
interested
not.
to
It's
see
not
that.
the lane. It's not the lane draw because Sharika
Yeah.
Jackson will be in lane two, which is not possible.
Um okay,
So it's not.
you're looking at basically the same. You're looking at the same thing I'm looking at. So I guess the
Right.
lane assignments have not yet been made. I'm
No.
very interested to see what the lane assignments will be for this race. I think the lane assignments will determine a lot where this one is concerned. Sharika Jackson, for me, her best race is the 200 meter, not the 100 meter. She kind of messed up in the Olympics. I really wanted to see what she could do with again versus Christine Mboma and
Marceline,
Shelly and
Marceline,
Fraser and Gabby
Marceline.
Thomas.
Oh,
No, well, no, man. Well, I'm thinking about that contending for the second place because
okay, okay,
obviously
okay.
Elaine Thompson in the Olympics was way out of class and out of form. Nobody could touch her. But it would have been very interesting for me had Sharika Jackson been in that Olympic finals as to what she could have done, how the battle for that silver and bronze medal would have gone between herself and Mboma. and Gabby Thomas and Shelly and Fraser Price. Um, this is gonna be a battle between Sharika Jackson and Christine Mboma. I think that is 1 and 2 for me right there. Can Shakiri Richardson do anything to this field? Interesting little mornings, and I'm gonna deviate from the track a little bit, and I'm gonna look at something that Shakiri Richardson did earlier when the lineup came out yesterday. Today is Wednesday. Yeah, the lineup came out on Tuesday. She tweeted, I don't know if she's such a narcissist that she's not aware of the other athletes that are competing on the world stage. When the lineup came out, she tweeted, this will be an easy win. All right, I think she looked at the field, saw some flags, saw only one Jamaican flag, and noticed that the name was Sharika Jackson. Figured that there was no Elaine Thompson and no Shelly and Fraser Price, and figured that, it should have been an easy win. Because there's no way she could have looked at the field.
Maybe that's not her Twitter handle.
Because there are 4 ladies in this field that has better personal best.
I don't see her finishing in the top 3, so maybe that was not her Twitter handle, Maybe somebody was.
It came from her Twitter handle. But I'm saying,
okay.
There are 4 ladies in the field with better personal best and better season best. Well, 3 with better season best. Masalinga has a PB and a season best of 22.18. Shakira Richardson.
It's not 3. It's more than 3. Have better season best than her.
As I said, 3. Yeah, man, 3. 4 has better season best, and 3 has better personal best. All right.
Dina Asha Smith, watch it. Season best is 22.02.
Better than hers. Yeah.
Sharika Jackson 21.82.
Better than hers. And the other person is Christine Mboma.
Right, Christine Mboma, 21.81. Better than hers. Okay, yeah. Because think there Masilinga is 22.18.
22.19.
Which is what she did at the youth.
The world under 20.
The world under 20, yes.
Yeah, forget silver. So when I saw that tweet, I was wondering if Shakira Richardson is either one of 2 things. Is either she has put in some work since Eugene and is feeling like she's in the form.
She can't win. She has never broken 21, so why would she think she can run against 20 athletes that have broken 21 and beat them?
Maybe she's doing something in training. Let's hope that she is actually doing something in training. Maybe she's running 21.7 in training, and she feels that when she looks at the field, minus Elaine Thompson, then this should be an easy win.
I will say this to you. I will say this to you, Pioneer. Yeah. Here's my thing. The only person who I think can give Elaine Thompson a run for her money in 200 meters is Sharika Jackson. And our Bahamian girl.
Shania Miller-Weaver.
Yeah.
Not this year, though. I don't think anybody can touch Elaine Thompson.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, even going into the World, if maybe, based on what I've seen, I think potential Sharika Jackson has that. I think Shakari Richardson is a better 100-meter runner than 200
at this time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Dina Asha Smith is a better. She's going against people who are better 200-meter runners than 100-meter runners. So the logics don't make any sense. Dina Asha Smith is a better 200-meter runner.
Yeah, Dina Asha Smith is a very good 200-meter. She's actually reigning world champion.
Yes.
She had her problems early. She had her problems at the Olympics.
Yeah.
So she returned in Eugene, ran 3rd. We'll be looking to finish the season strong. A question for you, though, man.
Yeah.
Shakara Richardson is obviously up for some redemption. What could she do? I want you to give me two scenarios. A best scenario in terms of what can she do to redeem herself in this race, and what position would she finish that you would consider a failure? Where if
You,
she
you,
finishes lower than that position, you
you
would
know,
consider it to be
anything
failure.
outside of the top four, and I if I am expecting her to finish fourth. If she goes beyond fourth, it's disappointment. It's like it's like well, let me say it. Anything outside of the top three is disappointment. Anything outside of the top four is failure. But I don't see her finishing in the top three. I'm telling you, I don't see her beating. Listen, this is one of the races that I think Sharika Jackson is not going to lose it just because, uh, like there's a thing about Jamaican athletes that when you run up your mouth, um, I think there was some comment by an ex-American male athlete that said how Shakira Richardson can beat Shelly and Fraser Price. I'm wondering where that how Shelly and come into all of this argument. I think that kind of thing is going to force a Sharika Jackson to run the kind of race that that Shakara Richardson won't be able to beat her. And I don't see her beating Asha Simit. I don't see her beating yeah. Big up Coach Binzi and two live at the same time. Moderator. You understand me? Bless up, man. Yeah, but I don't see how Shakari Richardson beats Asha Smith in this race, Sharika Jackson in this race, or Mboma. So she's going to finish fourth at best. And I think this is going to hurt her more because again she has run up her mouth like this is a must win for her. I don't care what time she's doing in training, the pressure of these moments are too big. So I don't see I don't know. Let me hear. I did you hear from some other people. Here's a coach business, Sharika and Mboma. I agree. And I think Asha Sim is going to be up there ahead of Shakari Richardson. I don't see her beating Sharika Jackson. I believe um, Elaine in a class by herself. Then there is your Sharika Jackson and Mila Ebo. Those are right now, I believe, the three best and most consistent 200-meter runners. I could say Shelly come up behind it because I don't believe Shelly is better at the 200 than Sharika. So I don't see how Shakara Richardson with a personal best of 22 flat believe she's going to beat Asha Simit who have a personal best of 21.88. A Sharika Jackson who have a personal best of 21.82. A Christine Mboma who have a personal best of 21.81. Christina Mboma can't even beat Sharika. So I don't understand. She has never broken 22 seconds and she believes she's going to beat people. So I think like something like there must be some personal other campaign behind her that is promoting her brand and it goes beyond track and field. It's a promotion of her brand more so than her success on the track. So I believe she's going to finish out of the top three possibly, and then people are going to stop paying attention to her. People are going to stop paying attention to her because I don't know if she actually if she has made the Diamond League. I don't know if she has made the Diamond League final. If she's going to be in Zurich because the next leg of the Diamond League is in Zurich. So I don't
And
think
that
she's. Go
and
ahead.
that, I missed out what you were saying there, man. I apologize for the breaking.
Yeah, man. What I'm saying that there's no way Shakira Richardson is finishing in the top three. She's not beating Christine Mboma. She's not beating Sharika Jackson, and she's not beating Dina Asha Simmons. Not Friday.
All right, for me, I think her best hope. I think her best hope is finishing third place behind. As I said, I think the race will be between Mboma and Sharika Jackson. Her best hope is that Dina hasn't fully recovered, because I think Dina, after the Olympics, after the disappointment and after her hamstring issues of the Olympics, is working her way back. Her best bet is that Dina hasn't reached sufficiently back and she finds some form. I think if she breaks 22 seconds in this race, she can get third place. But I think it'll be a hot race up front between Sharika Jackson and
Mboma.
Mboma. I'm
I'd
expecting
love Sharika to get a lane behind her. Like if Mboma get lane 6, I'd want Sharika to get lane 5.
that's why I tell you, say, I'm very much interested in seeing what the lane draws are going to be. I think the lane draws will be telling in this event.
Cause
For me, I
I've never seen Sharika run a 200 in the lead. Like I trust her to make up from
yeah,
behind.
man, she's always coming off the pace. Um,
Yeah.
all right, that's why I say I'm very much. This is the first time I'll be seeing. I don't think Sharika has run with Christine Mboma at all in their careers. I saw on 3 different occasions at the Olympics, Mboma ran down and ran past Gabriel Thomas. She did it in the heats, she did it in
Yeah,
the
yeah, that is true.
semi-finals, and she came again and did it in the finals to snatch a silver medal from Gabby Thomas and Shelly and Fraser Price. Top end speed is what Mboma has. We also know that Sharika Jackson has blinding top end speed. I want to see how they compare, and I think this is the event that will match them up with each other, and this is the event that will show who has the superior top end speed. Sharika might be a little tired. She has run a lot this season. Um, those races might start telling on her legs.
And I think
This
because
year.
here's the thing that I don't I think the traveling more affects the athletes than the races in the Diamond League because it's just one-off races.
Yeah, man, it's a package. Because remember, you travel, you
Yeah.
train, then you race, and then you travel, train, and race. So it has an impact. It's a long season. And in between that, they have lives to live. They are young people. They socialize. So all of that is taking a toll. It's a long season. They're away from home. Sometimes persons get a little homesick. Just eating out of restaurants. It's not eating at home, not sleeping in your own bed. The discomfort of sleeping in a different bed from time to time. It takes a toll on the body.
I wonder what time
And
Jamaican time is that race to the 200 meters.
we tomorrow I'll go on and do a small short broadcast to give the lane assignments and also to give
The
the
time
exact time of the
for
race.
the main event.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
after I've seen the lane assignments, I'll go on and give a somewhat of a mini preview. And in that broadcast, we'll definitely give the time at the race. But this is an interesting event. Elaine chose to pull out at the 200 meters. For me, it's for obvious reasons. She has made the finals at the 100-meter Diamond League. The Diamond League now is you qualify for the final, which is going to be in Zurich. Um, she obviously wants to keep something in the tank for that 100 meters. I am thinking that Shelly and who have also qualified that final will be running is a $60,000 price and offer
Yeah.
for winning the Diamond League. Um, I'm thinking that would be incentive enough to attract any athlete to run a final race in the season. I'm thinking for that reason that Elaine has decided to pull out of this 200 meter to reserve and keep herself fresh for
But
that 100-meter
if both of
diamond
them
race.
line up in that race and really after that $60,000
And
record going break, if that's a fast track and the weather
I
is
don't know
good.
about the record, but I'm expecting fireworks. The last time they met Shelly got the better Alien. Alien subsequent to that went to Paris and ran 1072, showing
Um,
that she's still
the,
in spanking form.
the one
So,
time, the one time I chose Elaine over Shelley.
Shelly won.
Shelley won. I am telling you,
Yeah.
a good thing I'm not a betting man because you're betting and losing, and the one time you change your bet, the bet play.
But this 200 meter in Brussels should be interesting. The eyes of the world and the American eyes especially will be glued to the TV screen to see what Shakari Richardson has in store. I think she can salvage something from the season. If by some strange, I wouldn't say coincidence, but if she finds the form and comes up and win this event, it would go a long way in setting her up for next season. If she finishes, I'm in agreement with your manins. Um, as I said, at best I see her finishing third, but if she finishes top three, it cushions a little bit of the disappointment of Eugene. If she finishes outside of the top three and finishes fourth or fifth, because I'm not expecting either the two Belgians, the Belgian athlete or the German to beat her. Those athletes have personal best of over 23 seconds. So if she finishes fourth or fifth, it's still a disappointing. It will be a disappointing outing.
It's a failure.
Um,
I call it a failure.
it would be a failure on her part, and she would be in for some amount of bashing from the track and field world and the pundits and society in general. I got caught a piece of her pre-race interviews today. Um, she was she was somewhat subdued, not the usual Shakari that we have used to. A little bit still sharp and on the edge, but not as brash as we have seen her in the past. Somebody must have sat her down and spoken to her and taken away a little bit of the edges of her interviews. She's a draw to track and field. We can't deny that. Um, her shenanigans and her antics have basically brought some welcome and some unwelcome eye to the sport. But for me, it all augurs well for track and field. The attention is on the sport now. Some persons will argue that no publicity is bad publicity. Um, as I said, she's had somewhat of a subdued previous interview today. It's now left to her to go on the track and prove what she can do. If she runs a sub 21 time, it sets her up well for next season. The 200 meter is the weaker of her two events. So if she were to run a PB, as I'm seeing someone here that's saying her PB is not sub 22 expectation, not as high as 100 meter.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
saying, I don't know, what's the name on the
Her
screen?
PB is actually 22 flat.
22 flat. Yeah. So if she breaks that and goes sub 22, it sets her up nicely for next season. It would mean that she would be in some form at the end of the season. It possibly would mean that she would make the Diamond League final in Zurich, and we would possibly see her again over 200 meters. Only this time she would be faced with most of the big guns. People like you might find persons like Kambunji, who has already qualified for the Diamond League final coming back. So the field might be a little more stacked.
Yeah, and Sharika
In
Jackson going to be in there as well.
Sharika Jackson is trying now. I think she has already qualified for the 100 meter, so she's now trying to qualify for the 200 meter.
Yeah.
We might just see her running both. I mean,
And
she's
I
in
think
this.
Gabby, the American girl has qualified
Gabby
already, I think.
Thomas has also qualified for the Diamond League
But
final
I'll say
also.
Shatta,
So
what I'll say because Pioneer, sorry, because Shatta asked what prediction for Shakari. So let me tell you, my prediction is very simple. She has never broken 22. She can. There are three athletes who have done that, and they have done it more than once in their career. All right. Um, so I don't see her beating Sharika. I don't see her beating Christine Mboma, and I don't see her beating Asha Smith. So best finish for me is fourth. And I'm saying that because not only I don't think she will, I don't think any of those athletes want her to beat them because of all that has transpired. In other words, certain, like I think like Justin Gatlin is one of those athletes that nobody wants him to beat them. I think, and no reason these guys and this girl, they're all in the same camp. It's like people from that particular camp, globally, nobody wants those athletes to beat them. I don't know why. All of this, this speculation and suspicion. So that's what I think. So yeah. What are your predictions?
I'm gonna go with a little bit of Jamaican bias here. My head says Mboma from Sharika, from Dina Ashasimit, from Masalingi and Sharika battling, Shakari battling for the fourth position. Oh, I'm gonna go for a little bit of the Jamaican bias here. I'm picking Sharika to win this one in a very close tussle with Mboma, battling it down to the line.
Yeah, Shatta said that
Sharika Jackson
Sharika will lead at first, but Mboma will run her down because she has crazy top end speed. That is why I don't want Sharika to lead. That's why I want Sharika to get a lane behind Mboma.
Mboma finishes like a runaway train. If she's in front of Sharika, Sharika can't catch her. I think Sharika's best. I think no man, she can't catch her. Man. This is a young lady who ran a 9 point something split in the 4x1 at the World Under 20. Go back and look at that. Really, the one that Jamaica broke the record.
Yeah.
Look at where she was and where she finished. She actually split 9 point. I think they said 9.3. I think it was something like that. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that one. But she had a crazy split on that anchor leg for Namibia. They won the silver medal.
Yeah, man, I remember that, yeah.
She has blazing top end speed. All right. I know Sharika Jackson does, but as I said before, this is where I want to see the matchup. Sharika has more races on her legs, and I think she might just be a little tired. Both are 400-meter runners coming down, but something tells me that Mboma has a little more strength at this time. Sharika has more speed, but I think Mboma has a little more strength. I am picking Sharika to win in a bitter battle to the line. Dina Ashasimit for third, Shakari Richardson for fourth, and Masalingi for fifth.
All right, so I guess Shatta is saying that he has Sharika Mboma and then Shakari coming third. So Shatta, I know where to find you, Shatta, because you're a moderator, so I know where to find you. So when the race is finished, I'm going to come and challenge you on your prediction because whenever I'm on the panel, you always pressure me, Shatta. You understand me? This is the man. He says he's a AI, It's artificial intelligence, really. He's a computer, but see your prediction, you have to stick to it, because I don't think Shakari Richardson is going to beat Dina Ashasimit. But we will see. But Pioneer, very, very, very good show. I mean, we have been here, good preview. Looking forward to this event and then the final one in Zurich, which is the big one. So there you go. Listen, let me take a picture of this, with all the man name on it. But put it up Pioneer because I'm telling you, people, if you all know how Shatta, when a man coach's desk, how he pressures me when I'm on the panel over there, See, now that I catch him with a prediction, you better make sure him get it right, Because what I'm going to do is, if he's wrong, I'm going to post it. Make everybody see it, See it there? Picture tech. All right. You see that, people? So come Friday, as soon as the race is finished, we'll jump back online. But Pioneer, I want to thank you. Coach Minzy, thank you for joining in the comment section because I knew you were moderating on your side. Shatta, big up. Everybody else who you watch never made a comment, never indicated that you were. Thank you so much. Pioneer, thank you for your time. Tomorrow, people, have a very special video that I'm going to do early in the morning. Don't know at what time in the morning I'm going to drop it, but I'll send out a notification, and that will be the starting 11 for the Jamaica starting 11 for the game against Mexico. So, we have some birds where fly. Them birds that fly everywhere, South America, Central America, everywhere. You understand me? And them spying out the place to see who wear what color baby in the session and all of them thing there. And sometimes,
Messenger birds.
yeah, sometimes them bird they just come drop something on my doorstep. We go outside and I see three little bird sitting by my doorstep, leaving sweet notes of all kind of information.
Information.
Yeah. So if I wake up in the morning and I get one of those, then I will drop it for you. You understand me? Someone start asking question already. Understand? We have to wait until the bird them drop the note them in the morning. The bird them only arrive in daytime. Bird don't fly at night. It's not owl, it's bird. You understand me? It's not no owl, it's bird. So.
They fly. They head north very early in the morning.
Early in the morning, right, sir? Because if I don't at the beach, them are going to see them have to come off the hill, leave when them a leave, and then go down by the beach.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So check it out in the morning and we will do that. But again, thank you, people. Thank all the persons who subscribed today.
Tomorrow, and don't forget tomorrow, as I say, as soon as the start list becomes available tomorrow, I'll be doing a short video, a 5-minute video.
Yeah.
As soon as the lane assignment become available, and that video will give the time of the race, and I will further reinforce my predictions as I made them today.
Only one thing, bird drop.
and people don't forget, I must say, man, it's a lot of the work you're doing with the channel. It's growing. I see the subscriptions increasing, and I'm getting good feedback from the persons that I know personally who have subscribed to the channel. They are liking the content that they are seeing. So we can only say, continue doing the good work. And to the persons who are viewing, I'd say if you like what you're seeing, please share the streams. Please encourage others to subscribe. It's a growing channel. It's a channel that gives you authentic, accurate, saying unrivaled sports analysis and sporting content. All right. I am sure sports is one of the growing channels on YouTube where sporting content is concerned. It is a pleasure for me to be a part of this family. And we said to the viewers, like, share, drop a comment, and for those who haven't subscribed yet, subscribe and encourage others to be a part of the family and join the subscription.
Yeah, man. And thanks to Pioneer because a whole of work we do in the background of people. A lot of the things, a lot of the content, we talk and discuss these things and stuff. Coach Minzy as well. From the coach's desk, we speak a lot as well and share a lot of ideas and bounce things out, share information. You understand me? I share information with him, he shares information, support me a whole lot as well. And things. So I want to thank everybody else. Caitlin, Maxi, thank you for joining the stream. All right. We love when the ladies come on and we know that you're not going to talk and things, but good to know that you're watching. Shatta, big up yourself. You understand? Be good to have you over here. So watch this. Like I said in the morning, I drop one thing. I'm going to take a picture when the bird drop the paper and make it say more than one thing the bird drop. But big up again, Pioneer, be safe, sir. People, let me tell you again, big thank you to all our nurses. And every time I do a stream, I have to say this big thank you to all our nurses and doctors in the public and private sector, to the porters, the persons who work in the morgue, and all the other, what they call them, all the other staff in the hospitals and health centers across Jamaica, to the police officers and the soldiers, other members of the security forces. Yeah,
trying times as on the
trying time, and them, like doctors and nurses have a special place in my heart for them because they're out there on the front line. Sometimes they don't get the reward and the commendation. So I want to say a big thank you to you from everybody, all the subscribers, all the persons who watch. Want to say we appreciate and thank you for the work that you are doing. Keep doing it. And maybe the government, maybe we can't do it, but there's a great reward. And if you keep sowing good seed and keep doing good, maybe not you, but generations after, will be blessed because of what you're doing now. Continue to help us through this pandemic because we need to get past this so we can go again and see the beauty of Jamaica, the ocean, the mountainside, the curves and turns of Fern Gully. You understand me? Shooters, we want to see the places. We want to see the things and the places. We can go this place, just go eat some jerk and this beach and this river. We want those days to return. So let us come together and work as one. All of us people. Let us do that. Please, me. I beg on you. Yeah. All right, Pioneer. Bless you. Yeah, man. Thanks. All right, again. Everybody, have a safe night. And enjoy. Unite until we meet tomorrow again.
Yo, watch about dog, SK New Erdis, the body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Ocho-Race, Galtigo Bay, everywhere. I Am Sure Sports, check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like, ha. Yeah, someone on for the food from we young, from we there, you need height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.
I Am Sure Sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is Righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over air. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over air. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you a go love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.